Well, hey everybody, how's it going? Got me my Starbucks. Couple Starbucks. Get me through the day. And if that don't work, I'll go to Pilot and get me a coffee. They have me on a load. Picking up from City of Industry, going to San Bernardino. Well, today's just going to be long. I wouldn't say it's going to be crappy. It's just going to be long. Because communication between my dispatch takes a minute. So, today's subject. Is my dispatch really that lazy? Or am I just going crazy? So, yesterday I sent my dispatch a message saying, hey, I need an empty container for this load. And they said, well, where do you want me to look? I'm like, really? I'm over here at a terminal and you're wanting to ask me where you're supposed to look. Okay. So I said preferably over here at the yard. I have a 8 p.m. pickup. I gave myself about 2.5 hours from the pickup time. Pickup was about an hour away. So I gave myself over an hour to find an empty trailer or container and to do my pre-trip fuel, whatever I needed to do. Plenty of time, right? I get no response back from that message. So I sent another message. I'm like, hey, what about this trailer? They said, no, that's reserved. I said, okay. So then they ask, are there any others? And I'm like, all right. I give them a trailer number. And they're like, yeah, take it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go to the shop because it's a new trailer and I need you guys to send an authorized email. I get over to the shop and I tell the shop guy of this dispatcher's name because on our new app, it shows the person dispatching any message to you. So you know them by name. Which to me is great because now I'm like, so this is who I'm talking to. Finally, I'm getting answers instead of just a random message. So I talked to the shop guy, and the shop guy's like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. Because she doesn't want to do her job, basically. See, a little back info on this. The procedure for getting a empty trailer, it's not your job to find it. It's your job, like I'm not saying, okay, so how would you say it? It's their job to find you an empty trailer, and then it's your job to go to that empty trailer, inspect it, make sure that's good to go, and then they assign it to you, and then you go pick up your load, right? If I'm at a yard, don't know if there's an empty trailer, haven't done a yard, it's not my mother effing job to do a damn yard check, okay? That's why the shop does 3 yard checks a damn day, okay? So, no. It's not my job. Otherwise, why would I need dispatch to tell me that I need an empty trailer? I know I need an empty trailer. If I knew where a damn empty trailer was, I'd go. I wouldn't even be asking questions. Okay? And I do know where to go. But that's not the proper procedure per company policy. And I'm trying to do my best. I just got a raise. I'm like, dude, like, what, you too busy to do your job? Like, what's going on? So anyway, she throws a fit about, like, why does she have to send an email to the shop? And again, I send another message explaining that the procedure for the shop and that it's a new container. New, capital letters, new. So other dude showed up, another driver looking for an empty container as well. He had sent in a request about 2 hours, 2.5, 2 hours prior to him getting to the yard. And he got assigned one like that. And yet I'm waiting almost 2 hours, you know? Well, anyway, after all that commotion, and finally getting the authorization to take the new container, they said, oh, well, what's your chassis? I said, okay, I gave them, I should have made them wait. I sent them a message too saying, hey, I'm going to be late. They usually have us send in a running late message. But it's like, I wouldn't have been running late. I would have been on time if these people just did their job. So anyway, I digress. I really am wondering. If I'm wrong, I tell people this. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You don't have to be mean about it. Just explain why I'm wrong. And be honest, you know, don't fucking bullshit around and just come up with some bullshit excuse of like, well, you're wrong because you're wrong. Like, that's stupid. That's so stupid. It's like, you want to try, I'm going to keep thinking that I'm effing right, even though you're saying I'm wrong because you have no explanation. I'm just a little perturbed because dispatch was throwing a fit about doing their job. It blows me away because I live in Southern California. Those of you that know me know that I work for Martin currently. And interesting enough, they don't run the SoCal dedicated dispatch out of SoCal. They run it out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. I know that we can do things like remotely, but why can't we have a dispatcher in Southern California? One would be nice, so that, hey, we need the shop to communicate with one of our dispatchers. It's like, how many trucks do they watch at night? Probably like, depends on the day. Close to 30 just for our fleet. But there's people that I've known that can, well, no, I've had crappy dispatchers and I had really great dispatchers, and I've had dispatchers that had to put me in my place because I was going through a growing experience through trucking. Because we have to grow, otherwise staying stagnant, you learn nothing. But I mean, the things I want to say versus the things I do say, that right there is a challenge in itself. Like, them telling me, where do you want me to look? Well, I don't know. Maybe you should click, 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 click on your damn computer. Click, 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 click. And, you know, I don't know. Look for one in the area. You're given a list. And you know, I was even told this, because sometimes I'll be looking for an empty trailer here, and it's one of those, it's usually just the weekend this happens, like a Friday or a Saturday, and I'm looking for a trailer or a container. They get a list, but they don't look at the list. The list, if they were to look on the list that the shop sends them, they send them a list 3 times a day as to what's here, what work is needed, if there's a trailer that's red tagged. It's an informative list in real time. They're like, oh, this trailer is empty. Go check that out. Okay, I get over there. Hey, it's red tagged, or it's got a glad hand lock on it. Oh, well, check this trailer. Check this trailer. And like, there was one day we went through like 4 or 5 trailers, And they were all red tagged or out of service. And it's really frustrating. I know I'm not the only one that looks like crazy lady in the truck. But no. This has been a real interest. It's like, really though, like, I've had dispatchers that didn't know jack shit. And it's understandable because, you know, they just started out. And, you know, being patient with them. And then being patient with us, you know, it's a learning process. And then you got people that have been doing dispatching for years. Procedures very rarely changing. And yet, they still can't do their job. Can't. Hold on. Can't do it. But just take that into consideration, though. Before we get angry at people, before we go off on people, you really have to take a step back, take a breath. If you have to ask it again, if somebody's talking to you, you say, "What'd you say?" That's why when people get angry, it's like, you know, people who know how to fight and everything, they're like, "What'd you just call me? What'd you just say?" It's like, I'm getting that verification, I'm getting that validation that you done just effed up. Okay. Oh, it got stuck on my finger. Oh, damn it. Oh, it stopped. But anyway. Okay, anyway. Sorry. Being stupid. Keep a smile on your face, people. You don't know whose day you might brighten with your smile. Or your charming attitude. But anyway, everybody have a blessed day. And if you're not watching this for vlogging and just for pure entertainment, boring purposes, please feel free to click comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, whatever else you gotta do for YouTube. If you want more content, let me know. Bring up a subject. Nobody's talking to me. Boo. Anyway, everybody have a good day, blessed day. Peace, cheese, and lemon squeeze. Bye.